Well, you know me, this series rages on because NHL 24 is not out yet. So we're going to continue doing this, like I said, and we'll get to a certain point. It's pretty early September as of recording this. So I'd say roughly with 2 weeks to go in September, we'll start simming the rest of the season. Now, it's a bit of a gamble because if I don't get playoff games, this series is basically done. I'll probably find something to upload, but it may be that there's a brief break between Goalie Be a Pro episodes that would allow me to focus entirely on the Nashville series, which I know most people come to this channel to watch this series. The series is definitely more popular, but if we sim with 2 weeks to go in September and we don't get playoff games, it just is what it is. I'm not going to start up a 7th season. I just don't think there's a point when we're this close to 24, if that makes sense. I hope people can kind of feel me out on that. I may find something to upload in the meantime, but hopefully we do get those playoff games because, there's a good chunk of the season that we could simulate and the game could give me a favorable sim. But we're going to play out whatever remains of the next few weeks. And we'll still have a good few episodes. We'll probably have another week of episodes as of the recording date of this and the upload date of this episode. Oh, Dallas, Texas. I've not had a whole lot of good games in Dallas, Texas in this series. I just want to point that out. Let that be known. There is an uncertain future about what remains of NHL 23 Goalie Be a Pro. We're going to try to make it entertaining from here on in still. I promise you that. We're definitely trying. So we made a few changes. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
The more things change, the more they stay the same. They took it. And the big body checks on the opening off the face-off are still there. This is just straight downright comical. And I changed the slider. That's just the slider for the AI difficulty adjustment slider. Is he injured? He's not. Is he injured? He's not injured. Mitch Marner is not injured. But I just changed that. I made that 0. I turned it down to zilch. We're still on all-star difficulty. Still on the 4 of 6 game speed. But I did alter a few things just to see if maybe, who knows if this is going to play any better. So far it hasn't. I've already given up a goal. Didn't take that long to give one up. And that's right, this is the battle of the Robertson brothers because Dallas has Jason Robertson and we have Nick Robertson. So, yeah, a little family gathering here in Texas. Do you have enough ice bags in the dressing room at the end of this game? Because you're going to need them with all the body checks that have been delivered within the opening 5 minutes of this game. Where's the shot coming from? That's what I want to know. We've made the save on it. It's coming. It's coming. Oh, I didn't think it would get deflected. I don't know if you can kind of tell, and I guess I mentioned this in the last upload, but I'm feeling like I'm just ready for NHL 24. I'm ready for that clean slate, and boy, do I need it. Coming out of what's been a very just boring and lackluster season 6 or whatever season we're in now. Is this season 6? This is season 6. It feels like there's only so much that I can really tweak, but as long as I'm continuing to upload videos, we're going to do our best to play our best and to keep it reasonably entertaining at the very minimum. It's a shame I'm not going to get to know Coach Weber very well before we're going to hit the simulation button. I'm only going to be playing for basically about another week. I'm only really going to be recording and uploading for about another week before we hit the simulation. Now, if we do get playoff games, of course, that's going to be going up. We're going to be doing the playoff games. That's what I'm hoping for because that would carry us, depending, of course, on the playoff run that we have, that could carry us right into NHL 24 with maybe perhaps a week break or something like that. I don't mind taking a little break between games. It just gives me a chance to refresh and reset. That way, whenever I go right into 24, I'm ready for it. Oh, big miss. There is a small part of me, and I'm not going to get my hopes up on this end, but there's a small part of me that hopes Be a Pro has a small overhaul. I can't say a total overhaul because that's not realistic. I don't even think Be a Pro's had any changes coming from this year into next year. I don't think there's going to be any changes whatsoever. But you're hoping that there's at least some kind of an alteration to the game mode. I really wish, the the interactions, cutscenes were maybe a little more immersive than what they are. If you're going to have them in here, they're the same basic interactions with the coaches and teammates and the media, etc. It's all just the same, and it doesn't really have too much of a bearing on anything. I thought that was out of play. It's offside instead. And NHL hockey is almost back in real life. It's almost back. The preseason's just around the corner, which I know most people don't care about preseason, but preseason's better than nothing, right? And then it starts up for real. About a month from now, it all kicks off for real and back into the full swing of things. Get up. Oh, my goodness. You know I love a good hectic save sequence. And I never even made a save on any of that, but I was fully prepared to just splay out and hope the puck hits me. Believe me, there's going to be plenty of that desperation efforts when we start up the new career mode and we get to the beginning of 24's game, and that career mode, we're going to be who knows what overall rating when we begin. It's going to be near impossible to compete at the NHL level. When that all starts off, there is an empty net scenario for the Dallas Stars right now. Delayed penalty against Toronto. We're going to find out who took it and what for. It's Evander Kane, as you can see, and he's gone for hooking. Or holding, not hooking. It could be hooking. This is an EA Sports title after all. Don't forget that. They could classify that as hooking. I'm not here to rip on EA Sports, but, you know, they deserve a good ripping every once in a while. Oh, no. Oh, Nelly. Arvidsson will shoot, blocked down, and we never saw another chance. I can't tell if it's playing better or not so far. I've at least had some decent save opportunities, and I have made them aside from on one chance. So, but I haven't been pelted yet. Wait until I get pelted first. Come on, pelt me. There we go. It's a little more like it. I'm a goalie in this series. I want to see some action. I want to see shots. I want to see chances. I also want to see us scoring perhaps a shorthanded goal for Sean Monahan. A good blast from the rookie. if you know what I'm referencing. Yeah, that was shorthanded. Big shorthanded tally for Sean Monahan right before the period can end. Was there a penalty taken? There was a penalty taken. Was it against us as well? It was. You can start begging for mercy now. 5-on-3. I'm just going to plead with the AI to just win the faceoff. First of all, winning the faceoff would have been a great start. I don't know where the puck's going. I'm moving way too much back and forth in the goal crease. So we're going to kill off what remains of the first penalty, and then it will be, how long? About a minute and a half of 5-on-4 action. So just a normal penalty kill now for the Leafs and a normal power play for the Stars. There's been anything. Okay, I'm just ready in case something happened. What an end to that period. Is 1 goal on 6 shots through the first period good or bad? I mean, what are the standards around here, Coach Weber? What are your standards too? I mean, you've gotta maintain relatively reasonable expectations when it's me in the goal crease. See, I've come at Coach Weber with the whole I've won a Stanley Cup, so this is his turn to come at me with the, well, you've won a Stanley Cup, so the standards are higher. Yeah, that's true. I have a Stanley Cup ring. So what about it? I get to keep my own standards. I get to set my own bar. And if that means I want to play like a Vezina Trophy winner, I can. But if I also want to play like the garbage disposal, I can do that as well. What did Jason Robertson even do here? A slash? So this 4-on-4 action will be short-lived. And then we'll get to a power play. But Morgan Rielly, you got to understand there's a blue line right there. And if you cross it like that, it's offside. See, I'm telling Morgan Rielly how to play hockey, the basics of hockey. I'm a better defenseman than he is. And I'm a goaltender. I could probably score a goal in the power play. If you put me out there with a stick in my hands, I could probably score in the power play. I did score a goalie goal in this series. So just put me in player gear. I'm already immediately better than Morgan Rielly. I don't know why I have it out for Morgan Rielly. Other than he did score on my net. He has, basically purposely scored on my own net this season. So I do have a personal vendetta against Morgan Rielly. Let it be known. And Morgan Rielly's wondering the whole time, what did I ever do to you? Hey, you scored on my net. You have cost me 1 goal against. on my stat sheet for this season. I know the rest have been all on me, but you know, that one goal against makes a difference. We've just been playing catch back and forth with the Dallas Stars while I've been flipping the puck out from one end to the other, basically wasting this power play. Robertson down low to Marner. He had a chance to get an assist. Playing against his brother here. Get the puck to Robertson. Let him get a goal. We're having a family reunion here in Dallas. Might as well get Robertson a goal. And get the right Robertson a goal. Get the good one a goal. I'm blocking this forecheck. Oh, don't block the forecheck. That's not your job. Oh, he's done it. Nick Robertson scores, and they sandwich a Stars player between them in celebration. Hey, I told you, we got a happy family here with Nick Robertson scoring. Of course, Jason's not going to be very happy about seeing his brother pot one on his team. Look at, is it Hintz? Who got squeezed between the two of them? Yeah, it could be Hintz. It could be anyone else. Remember, we're in season 6 now, so a lot of things have changed. That just never gets old, man. Never gets old seeing that hit, that devastating collision off the face-off. You know, if you're taking that face-off, especially if you're over there on that right side of the screen, you might want to put yourself in some bubble wrap on these face-offs. You're taking a little extra damage there. No, Halla, good rejection save on Eric Halla. Where's your Canes suck bracelet now? Yeah, Canes don't suck. They've won a Stanley Cup in this universe. I helped them. I would know all about it. That is a crazy dog pile on the goal crease, and the puck is just not finding the back of the net. Nishushkin on a break. This is quite literally a breakaway for Nishushkin, but I've got the better save. We're looking much more tidy, aren't we? We're making the simple stops. We're doing everything that we can to stop the puck, winning where we can. Nice little hit on Anderson. Not as devastating, of course, as they are off the face-off, so you might want to line him up next time the puck drops. And we're going to play Heiskanen's dump in, or not. Never mind. I'm going to get back in the goal crease. Penalty coming up to Dallas. Going to be a holding penalty. You knew it was coming. That's predictable. Jason Robertson. The family's not going to be happy with you. Yeah, we all know who's going to be sitting at the little kids' table at Thanksgiving. That's right. Nick Robertson's going to be sitting with all the adults, and they're going to seat Jason Robertson down on the little kids' table when Thanksgiving comes around. Which actually, in the game world, aren't we in December? So we're a little past Thanksgiving, but yeah, you know what it might actually end up being Christmas dinner. Then they do all that, but it's however you do it at family functions. Where's the puck? Wait a minute! Whoa! I freaked. I had a moment of brief panic because I thought the Dallas player had the puck when I came out to play that, and I missed it. And it just turns out, look at Nick Robertson going, hustling, while his brother sits in the naughty seat. This is gonna be a shot from Pitlick, going for that goal. And I'm making better saves. Oh. The team in front of me is not playing the most tidy of games, but I'm making up for all of their lack of effort. I brought the full effort tonight, and we're playing behind the lead as a result. Just remember the reason you have this lead right now, Toronto. It's me. It's all about me. I'm the reason you guys have a lead in the first place. Get up out of that anime. That's a goal. Why did we get stuck? Why did we get stuck like that? I know, you don't come to this series to see that. Do you come to see Demolition Derby at center ice, though? Yeah, no doubt about it. I had to be better. I had to be better on that save attempt, but it's not my fault that EA is intentionally screwing me over with these save animations. Fear not. For at least, the next 2 minutes, I can't be scored on because we're on a power play. And the Dallas Stars, while we're on a power play, they're not allowed to score on us. That's just the rules. Don't ask, I don't make them. That's just how it goes. I got the puck, and I'm not going to make a stupid mistake with it. Well, that's not a lie. That was not a lie. I didn't make a mistake with it. It would be nice to see you guys rebound with a power play goal here. Nick Robertson, who are you passing it to? Is there a ghost in a Leafs jersey standing there? Oh! Thank you, Morgan Riley. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I am so sorry about all the things that I have said negatively about you. You just saved my entire bacon. That's what I'm getting Morgan Riley for Christmas. Bacon. Back bacon if you want it. Yeah, I found out that actually Canadian bacon in Canada is just simply called back bacon. So what we call Canadian bacon in America here, in America, we call it Canadian bacon. It's actually called back bacon. And I didn't learn that until I went up to Canada. Oh my, Morgan Riley. If you would have scored on that, you would be a real one. I mean, he still is a real one for saving my life on the opposite end of the rink. And Argachentsev has restored the lead for the Toronto Maple Leafs, so I can feel less bad about my stupidity. Man, there's still half of a game to go. It just feels like it has taken a long time to play out this one. I don't know. Maybe it's just this gameplay, but it feels like it's really dragging on to get through this game. Normally, it feels like we're already into the third period by this point, but we've got another one. We've hung on to it. Now, don't do a little Patrick Waugh. Lift your glove up, think you got the puck, and it slides right down into the net. That's embarrassing. When what? I burped in the middle of that sentence, so never mind. Hey, I must know, EA, are we going to get goalie intros back in the next game? Because that's something that has sorely been missing, as well as some replays. They only ever show replays in this game mode, or I think this also applies to Play Now, but they only ever show replays when your team does the scoring. It's like, hey, sometimes I want to know, why does my goalie stop short? What is going on with the skating in this game with my goalie? But sometimes I want to know, why does the red light go on behind me? I know it's because I suck. You don't have to tell me that part. I suck much less tonight. Much less than usual. Well, that was just an interesting play in the middle of the ice. They were shoving each other back and forth for quite a few moments. Paddle down, baby. Paddle down. Yo, you ain't getting this. You ain't getting this. I got the paddle down. Get out of here. Trying to get all up in my grill after I made that save. Can't get up on my grill. Come back on the 4th of July. Oh, my Morgan Riley. How did that end up out of play? That was the most odd thing I've ever seen. I think it hit the crossbar. Ottinger batted it out of play off of his back. Morgan Riley is a sly little beast. Look at him slide right in here, undetected by Frost. And then, post, off the back, and whacked out of play. That's delay of game. You can't tell me that's not delay of game on Jake Ottinger. I mean, he straight up smacked that thing like a smack daddy out of play. I mean, that's delay of game, is it not? How is that not a penalty? I mean, technically speaking, goaltender off of his own stick puts the puck out of play. Deliberately. I don't know, if I were to do something like that, why is the puck going out of play every time Morgan Riley shoots the puck? I don't know, man. If I were to be the one to smack it out of play like that, I wouldn't want a penalty called on me. So, but I mean, that's how it goes, right? Every time you're the one to do something, you're not guilty of an infraction. Oh my, that's a goal. That is a goal. And again, I get stuck in that animation. I want to think I'm playing well and think I'm playing calm, but the reality is I'm not. I really am not. And maybe I need to take some L-theanine or something. Chill out, bro. Just chill out in the goal crease. Stop making so many frantic and crazy movements. I mean, to be honest with you, I've never seen the goalie get straight up stuck in this animation right here where you can't get up in the middle of play. That's never happened to me before. A crawl. You can crawl right back to your mama after this game is done, because we are going to defeat you guys. And Morgan Riley, he has it out for this Stars team. He wants a goal really bad in this game. He's come close. I'm watching Morgan Riley shoot the puck in this game, and I'm glad he's on my team in this one. And for multiple reasons, besides just the offense that he's providing. I mean, he may not have a goal in this game right now, but can he bring it? Does he even have... He may have an X factor that really makes a difference on that I was not on angle. And I got that save. I was not on angle, but I can get that save. And maybe I wasn't even really on angle on the other 3 goals either. So, technically anyway. Oh, big rebound. I got pushed. Yeah, that's real nice to know that you can just push the goalie out of the way if you want to just score a goal. It's all good with the referees here. 4 goals. I'm surprised I haven't gotten the hook yet, which has been pretty atypical this year. Give up a 4th goal, get the hook, but I guess we played decent enough into the game, a decent length into the game, that the coach has had second thoughts about that. Or is this punishment? At this point, it starts to feel like punishment. It really is more like punishment now than it is anything else. I mean, the honest assessment is this game is playing better. Our team as a whole, AI playing better, AI teammates playing better. The gameplay is better. I'm seeing a decent number of shots. I'm making a decent number of saves. I just straight up got to be better. And it comes down to that. I do need to be better. I've been very irresponsible in the goal crease, which is putting it pretty lightly. There's been some frantic moments. Anyone would freak out equally as much, if not more, with some of the moments that I have been faced with in the defensive zone. If you'll just shoot it from that angle, that's an easy save for me. Now, the rebound is another problem, but the save is an easy one. There we go. Oh, a turnover there cannot happen. Oh, get up. We actually got up from that time. We rolled around like a... Unfortunately, we put the Dallas Stars on a power play. So, this is my worst fear come true. The last thing the opposition needs in a game where they've gotten 4 goals on me is more space to work with. The goals that they've scored have been bad at 5-on-5. They don't need any more space to work with than this. Oh, that's a goal. They ran out of room. Straight up skated himself out of space in front of the net. To Dumba. Save? I'll take it. I'll take any save, any which way. However they've got to be done. However they've got to be made. I'll take them. I mean, usually I prefer to make them with some style. I like to put a little style on it just to get those style points, but I'll take a save, even if it's an easy one. Woo! Oh! This is not fun. This is a goal. Oh, you knew it was happening. Well, I was all over the place and everywhere in between on that penalty killing sequence. There was no chance for me. Not a chance in hell I was making a save on any of that. It's just an average 5 goals against night. That has been the standard that I have set for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Get used to it. Just is what it is, man. No. Flying poke check, protect the pad, save behind you, squeeze. I told you, I'm going to put a little bit of pizzazz on it. I like to put that little cherry on top on as many saves as I can make. I mean, the flying poke check worked. It kind of bailed me out. It was a little flying poke check. It wasn't like it was anything crazy. But it did its job. It definitely jarred the puck loose. That's a bad turnover. Oh, that's not happy times. That is not happy times for whoever received that body check. It is definitely an elbow to Mikko Rantanen, the captain of the Dallas Stars. Oh, that is not a nice sight. I'm telling you, the body checking in this is wild. It's over dramatic. It is over dramatized. And yet, I kind of wish the real NHL, in a certain sense, as long as the hits are clean, had this level of body checking. It once did. Yes, there was a point in which there was ferocious body checking in the NHL where just about every hit was intense like that. And you know, Scott Stevens played in the league at that time, and we all know what he did to people. Yakula! What was that goal? You know, I've gotten scored on pretty bad tonight, but at least I haven't let anything like that in. Jake Ottinger, this is a low. That is a low point in your season, letting that goal go in. Yeah, but Jake Ottinger's probably pointing at me and my save percentage and my GAA and saying, you've got plenty to worry about in your department. Yeah, and that may very well be true. But guess who has that Stanley Cup ring, right? Guess who has that Stanley Cup ring? It's very bright and shiny. I'll blind you with that thing. Oh, I got this. No. So Yakula's goals made a game out of it. It has gotten very interesting late. 7.5 minutes to go in the game, basically. It's my job to keep it interesting. And that goes on several fronts. You know, I may well see upwards of anywhere around 25 to 30 shots in this game. It's just a shame about, you know, the 5 goals. That part sucks. I mean, if we win, does that satisfy the coach enough if we win this game to forget about the actual personal stats and the numbers? Rebound. Well, never mind. It's not interesting anymore. This game is a lost cause, as is what remains of this series. I mean, I want to trial this slider set some more because there is still plenty more games to gauge this slider set. I got to play a little bit better than this. If we're going to keep it on this, I got to do better than this to really get a true feel for how well this slider set can work out. One game, one piss poor game, if we're being completely brutally honest with ourselves, does not make this slider set bad. There's always the option of dropping it back down to pro difficulty and just notching the sliders back up. I mean, you can also argue with yourself, you know, it doesn't really matter. The series is basically done in about another week of just regular playing out the game and uploading, and then after that, the simulation begins, and we're going to be simming out the rest of the year, and it may not even matter. Sliders may not mean a thing. Just use these games as tune-ups for NHL 24's release and the beginning of a new game cycle. And this game is all but over unless the Toronto Maple Leafs can find a way, and I highly doubt this happens, find a way to get 2 goals in 40 seconds. I mean, we do have Morgan Riley out there, and he's been hot to do it. Let's not make it so they got to get 3 goals in 27 seconds. That would be an impossible task. You want to talk about impossible. Making a save has felt like an impossible task for me. Oh! Play it. Just play it. Whatever. Have an adventure with this. Why not? Well, the last 7 seconds is going to tick down on this game. Finally, it will all be over. We're not going to see another shot. And just another terrible performance as a Leaf, just to continue racking them up. You know, there was something to be had there. 30 shots faced. But, you know, just looking like crap. As is usual, coming off of our amazing Season 5 finish. That's just been the way that Season 6 has been. It's been an experiment. It certainly has. But, you know, 800 save percentage, that's season average. We got to look at any positive we can find right now. So just at least making the average save percentage in a game, the season average save percentage, but it's got to start going up. Oh, the big Toronto media in my face. You're playing against your old team for the first time since being traded. I wasn't traded. Gage Addison, this is just typical Toronto media. Are you guys even really paying attention to what's really going on? I wasn't traded. I signed here as a free agent, and that just tells me exactly where your head is shoved. You know, it's just another game. It is still a significant game, but it is another game. So you have any hard feelings when playing your old team? Of course not. Why would I have hard feelings? We just won a cup together. Life couldn't be better. I mean, I guess in a way maybe it could be better. I could be playing better here in Toronto, but no hard feelings against the Hurricanes. Hometown team, won the Stanley Cup with them. There's nothing better in life than that experience. We're starting. We are starting. I'm actually looking forward to a game for once. We are starting against our former team, making our return trip to PNC Arena. Oh, it's so sweet to be getting this game, not New Year's Eve, but the day before New Year's Eve, the last 2 days of the calendar year of 2027 in which we won the Stanley Cup with the Hurricanes. This will be our first time back in the building since we lifted Lord Stanley.